What's up, guys? Brent Hess here with Cagezilla Unchained, brought to you by the Wild Style Network. We are here with a special guest, our main event fight on Cagezilla 84 here coming up April 26th. Samandar Omari, how are you doing today, sir? Thank you for joining us.
ورزشکار که حالا گرمش گپ میزنیم مین ایونت ماست یعنی مسابقه آخر شام هست نام سمندر عمری چطور هستی؟
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm good.
Good. Thank you for joining us once again. And I feel like we'll get to Samandar here in a second, but I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't first mention his coach and translator here, CR the Great, Bahadur Zada, an 8-fight UFC veteran, fought in a bunch of different leagues globally. Thank you for joining us here on Cagezilla Unchained. I appreciate your time. And for those who might not know you in our audience, give us a chance to get to know you a bit. Tell us a little bit about you before we get started with Samandar. Tell us a little bit about you and your MMA journey and kind of, I know you've been competing. You were competing well over a decade at the very highest level. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your MMA journey.
Hi, thank you, Brent. My name is CR Bahadur Zada. Like you mentioned, I'm originally from Afghanistan, but I grew up in Netherlands doing Dutch kickboxing. And at the same time, I was competing at the time when I first started. MMA was big in Japan. So I started competing in Japan in the beginning, and I got the Shuto World Championship at the time. And other fighters who also started with Shuto and got the Shuto belt were BJ Penn, Anderson Silva, they're quite Eric Paulson.
Wow.
These are the fighters who also fought in Shuto in the beginning, back in the days, and got the Shuto belt, and then continued their journey and into the UFC and other organizations in Japan. So that being said, I competed also in Europe, all over Europe, and Russia and Netherlands, Belgium, all over Europe actually. And then once I signed with the UFC in 2012, then I competed in America as well, and Brazil several times. So it has been a long journey, a journey of 25 years and 20 years of competing at a high level. Yeah, man, it has been a blast. And now I'm coaching. I'm the head coach at the Elevate MMA in Falls Church, Virginia. It's been a great ride.
Yeah, man. No, I followed your journey, and I remember you were fighting in the UFC, and you were definitely a guy to watch every single time. And what a lucky privilege for these guys to have you in their corner, and for you to be coaching them and now passing along the torch and the knowledge to them, man. What a blessing. Now, moving on to Samandar, ask him to give us a little background on himself and maybe how he became immersed into combat sports.
کما که درباره خود برام معلومات بده که خودت چی رقمی ورزش شروع کردی از اول؟
من از اول از زمان طفولیت با رشته بوکس کیک بوکس شروع کردم. بعدم رفتم، یعنی بسیار سنم خورد بودم. از زمان طفولیت دوران مکتب صنف 7-8 مکتب بودم. بعدن آمد
یعنی 14 سالگی.
بله، از طفولیت. بله،
یا خودتر
همه قدر بودم. بله، 15-16 بودم. بازی آمدم به طرف آهسته ورزش MMA مکس مارشال افغانستان ایجاد شد، بنیانگذاری شد که من به مکس مارشال رو آوردم و در رشته تا به این روزم ماندم.
Samandar says that he started training kickboxing in the beginning when he started his career. He was like 15-16 years old, and as he was training kickboxing, MMA was getting more popular in Afghanistan, and that's when he also joined training mixed martial arts. And ever since, he stuck with mixed martial arts and has been training mixed martial arts.
Wow. Okay. So he started with kickboxing in Afghanistan. You know, I saw a brief thing on the internet, just kind of researching him, and I saw a news station over there brought him in and had him in the news on the news channel, interviewing him. Ask him to tell us a little bit about his success that he had back in his country.
میگه اگه من کدام ویدیو که دیده بودم که تلویزیون شب نبرد فکر کنم بوده یا چیزی که خواسته بود از اینترویو گرفته بودن میگه یک ذره برای من معلومات بده درباره امی کامیابی های در افغانستان چی کامیابی شد دستاوردهایی که داشتی
در افغانستان استاد از کمربند یادآوری کنم که دارم و ما بک‌گراند خوبی داشتیم تا به امروز ما زحمت کشی زیاد کردیم و ما میخواهیم که این را ادامه بدیم و کوشش های بی‌نهایت میکنیم و خیلی خوبی داینده ما میخواهیم قهرمان UFC شویم UFC را پیدا کنیم.
He says that he has been working really hard competing and training and his end goal is to be able to get to the UFC one day hopefully and you know start his journey continue his journey in the UFC. He says that he has been competing in Afghanistan and but that's the competition were limited there because of the resources that they had there for the competition. But he's now here and he is excited to continue his journey here and hopefully get into the UFC at some point.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, and very well could be. And he's going right to the top of the food chain here in our main event title fight here, April 26th, Cagezilla 84 against Shane Marshall. Ask him, has he had a chance to look up anything on Shane yet? Or just in general, how is he feeling going into this main event title fight here coming up?
میگه درباره این ورزشکار که کلش مسابقه داری درباره از این چیز معلومات داری یا خود چی احساس داری درباره از این مسابقه که پیش روی داری
ما ورزشکار دیگه را نمیشناسم حتی نامش هم نمیفهم معلوماتم ندارم و ما فایتر هستم و ما فرق نمیکنه ورزشکار یا عریف ما هر کسی باشه ما مسابقه خودم میتونم و من مهم نیست که مدام کیج بیرو فایت میکنم این مهمتر از همه چیز است و به من فرق نداره که عریف ما کی است کی نیست ما آماده و حاضر فایت هستم.
Samandar says that he's excited to fight. He hasn't looked anything on his opponent yet, but what he knows is that he's scheduled for a fight and he's training for a fight, and when he shows up, he will be ready for the fight.
Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what we want in our main event fight here. Now, something new we're bringing in from our Cagezilla fan zone is some questions for some young guys on our social media. They kind of look up to our Cagezilla athletes and kind of look to ask them things and figure out things for themselves. So one of the questions we had was, what does a daily routine look like for Samandar when he's training for a fight?
میگه کسایی که کیجیلا مسابقه ما رو سعی میکنن بچه که برشون دلچسب است که بفهمن یگان سوال راجع به ورزشکارایی که مسابقه میکنه کیجیلا و سوالشون نیست که یک روز خودت میخیزی از صبح تا شام چی رقم است چی میکنید یک روزی که خودت میخیزی
بله ما در قدر باور به اونا معرفی از علمیت خود نکردم چون ما از پانزه ژورنالیسم فارغ شدیم یک ژورنالیست مسلکی پروفشنال هستم و در زمینش ما کامپیوتر ساینس هم خواندیم دیوتی را و در بالوی علمیتی خود که داشتیم ما از فامیل خود روزمره که میخیزم یعنی کارهای روزمریم به کار خود ادامه میتونم و ما مواظبت از فامیل خود میکنم من در طول هفته تقسیم اوقات تفریحی به خودت ندارم. من یگان روزی که اگر وقت پیدا میکنم من فامیل خدا مواظبت میکنیم یا تفریح میبرم. من هیچ وقت تفریح جایی به سیاحت یا جای چیزی نرفتیم. فقط کوشش ما همیشه فوکس ما تمرکز ما طرف ورزشم است، طرف کارم است. ما بسیار زیاد شوق علاقه زیر دارم و ما تمریناتی که کردیم تا به امروزه با آرزوی زیستم که ما در یک فایت بسیار بالا کنم و به انشالله با اینده که در UFC ما تمام دنیا بشناسه، قهرمان جهانی دنیا ما میخوایم باشم.
Samandar says that to start off, I didn't mention that I have studied journalism, but also computer science. He's a journalist, but
wow.
on the side, when he wakes up, his daily routine looks like this: that he wakes up, he has a day job, he goes to work, and then he has a family. He has 3 kids, 3 sons.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
he takes care of his family on the side, and he's not very much into doing anything else rather than working, taking care of his family, and training. His goal in his mind is to become a big champion and make it big in the big stages like UFC and become a world-known champion.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm sure his work ethic, as you could probably attest to, kind of correlates with his goals, right? He probably works hard in the gym.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, perfect. Now, before we leave here, I always like to collect a quote or a motto, maybe something that he lives by, something you've shared with him, something he's read, something that we can share with our Cagezilla Unchained audience, and maybe empower them a little bit.
میگه کدام تو کدام چیز هست که خوش به چیز خوانده باشی که تو را البته خوشت آمده باشه، یا چیز کدام بود یا کدام گفتنی کسی هست که شنیده باشی خوشت آمده باشه، میتونی هم برای ما شریک بکنی.
چون ما در افغانستان 5 جزو فامیل خود از دست دادم، 5 برادر خود از دست دادم، یعنی قدر مشکلات را ما طی کردیم، اما بازم من از مبارزه خود دست نگرفتم، کوشش‌های بی‌نهایت کردم و یگانه الگوی من در زندگی ما خودت بودی استاد که ما زمان طفولیت در افغانستان ما کلیپ‌های می‌دیدیم، فیلم‌های می‌دیدیم، برنامه‌های تعقیب می‌کردیم و دوست داشتیم تا به امروزی که اینجا کوچ من شدی و امروز افتخار می‌کنم که خودت در کنارم هستی و ما بسیار زیاد خوشحال هستم که من می‌بینم که در اینجا امروز ما پای دارم و ما احساس از این هرگز در وقت در افغانستان بودم ما هیچ وقت احساس نمی‌کردم که روز به این سطح سویه که ما آرزویش دارم که ما UFC را تاتویش تقریبا خرد بودم، این تاتوی UFC را گرفته بودم و امروز ما می‌بینم خداوند این خوابای ما را انشالله به عملی می‌سازه. به امید شما، امید پروردگار.
So he says that when I was young in Afghanistan, 5 members of his family were murdered by Taliban, and ever since he was a child, his dream was to become a champion, to be a big champion. And he mentions that he was watching my fights, that I inspired him, and he was looking forward to be able to train with me one day. And now that the circumstances are better and he's here in the US, he's training with someone that he was looking up to, and he can pursue his dreams of becoming a big champion. He feels very fortunate, and he also says that the tattoo that he has on his shoulder from the UFC, he took it at a young age, and he wants to fulfill his dreams of becoming a UFC fighter and eventually becoming a big champion in the UFC.
Wow, what a powerful story. He has UFC tattooed on his arm.
Yeah, he has a UFC tattoo on his shoulder.
Oh my goodness. Already, man. Already, he's gonna fulfill that destiny at some point. It sounds like. So that's amazing, amazing story. Well, hey, I mean, give us a way that we can follow. We can continue to follow this journey. Ask him to share with us some of his social medias if he has. If he wants to give out some of his team, his coach, yourself. Give out all the social medias where we can follow you guys and show you guys some love online. And if he wants to shout out any of his family members, anything like that, now would be the time to do that.
اگر میخوایی که ما در سوشل میدیا فالو بکنیم سوشل میدیا تا برمو بده از جمع تا از خود تا از کوچ تا و در فالوش اگر کسی را میخوایی ازش از فامیلای یا دوستای ازش تشکری بکنی امیال وقتش است میتونی بکنی آخری سوالش
ما در قدم اول استاد تشکری میکنم از شما که قدر زحمت بالای ما اینجا کشیدین و تشکری از سازمان گادزیلا میکنم و همچنان تشکری از اینا میکنم که موقع و چانس و فایترها میده که فایترها رشد کنه و بسیار زیاد خوشحال هستم که این روز و این لحظه رسیده. ما فقط یک پیام دارم که پیام من اینمی است به هموطنانم، به دوستایم، به همه مردم که در افغانستان امید آرزوی زیر دارم که یک صلح بیاید.
Samandar says that first of all, I would like to thank me as his coach for working hard with him and helping him out with his trainings. Then he would like to thank the Cagezilla organization for giving him this opportunity to fight for the title, of course. And he says he's very excited and he will put on a great show. And then he would like to thank you, Brent, for giving him this opportunity to talk to his to talk and give him this platform to talk to his fans and send out the message that he's going to be ready for the fight. And also he would like to give a shout out to all his fans all around the world, especially the ones in Afghanistan, that he wants them to to hold on and hang in there and hope for the best. And hopefully there will be soon peace in Afghanistan, so they can all resume their training of mixed martial arts and make an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. God bless Afghanistan, and we'll put up his social medias there for Instagram. I believe it's Samandar _Omari _ and then yours is Elevate MMA VA, Elevate MMA VA Virginia. So that's the handle. Okay.
But Elevate Mixed Martial Arts is my gym in Falls, Virginia. Awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here today. I know you guys got tons of stuff going on right now with Gene training and work and everything. So I appreciate you guys taking a little time to join us today. I hope training and everything continues to go awesome for Samandar leading up to his main event title fight here coming up. He stays healthy. And Coach CR, what a legend in the sport. Thank you once again also for joining us. And tell Samandar, thank you for joining us as well.
مگه تشکری میکنم از اینکه همراه ما هم صحبت شدی و همراه ما بودی اینجا.
قربانت تشکر از شما بسیار زیاد.
Thank you very much as well, Brent. Thank you so much. That's been a pleasure. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate Cagezilla, and hopefully we will put on great fights like we did last time.
Sir. Well, there you have it, guys. Our main event title fight here coming up at Cagezilla 84, April 26th. Make sure you guys are picking up tickets at CagezillaTickets.com. This is a powerful main event between these two guys in the light heavyweight division. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you guys all really soon. Thank you for joining us today. Much love and respect. Until next time.